Hey y'all. Hey y'all. I'll give y'all a second to hop on in here. This will be my first time going live from this page. So I'll give y'all just a second to hop in here. But if it is your first time catching me live, welcome, welcome. I'm pretty sure y'all have seen my shenanigans by now. But my name is Melanie Drury Allen. I build brand and grow businesses through strategies, funnels. Listen, I'm the queen of sales. If you need more sales in your business, you need messaging, I am your go-to. So I want to talk to y'all today about how we plan to get more sales in our business. Like, let's talk about it. Let's talk about what needs to happen in order to even, close more sales. So if you are watching this, do me a favor and tell me what you sell in the comments, because I want to give you real life examples. Hey, Andrea, tell me what you sell, because I want to give you realistic, real life examples. So let me pin my site in the comments, and then we are going to dive in and get started. So y'all, there's a few things that play a key factor in closing sales, because contrary to a popular belief, people think that you need to have like a ton of people in your audience across all platforms to start making money. Hey, Miss Alexandra, crystal, pens, and journals. Okay. Hey, y'all. So y'all, network marketing. Yes, I love it. Thank you. So y'all, let me tell y'all this. You don't need 1 million followers to make $1 million. Okay. Every single one of my millionaire clients has less than about 8K followers on this platform right here. Okay, let me just say that. So the key thing is knowing that only 3% of, hey Crystal, only 3% of your audience is actually ready to purchase when they come across your business. Only 3%. So if you have 100 people on your Facebook page, you have 3 people right now that have their actual debit card almost pulled out. They need to see the right type of content in order for them to actually shop with you. You have 1,000 people in your audience. There's about 30 people ideal right now that can afford what you offer, that's ready to buy. So when we're making content, we focus on those 3%, those ready to buy people. And guess what? When we're focusing on them, the 97% gets nurtured automatically. Okay? Latasha said followers don't equal income. Facts. So let's talk about this. And I broke this down in a few steps. So the first thing is who do you serve? What even is a target audience? And I like to break this down because a lot of people have done it wrong. People have said, make up your ideal, this perfect customer. What do they look like? How do they spend their days? And so now they're a millionaire. They drive a Rolls Royce. They stay in Beverly Hills. And we have this perfect person that doesn't exist. And if they do exist, we don't know them. If you cannot think of at least 5 people that can afford what you have to offer that are ideal, that's not your audience. Because you have to be able to get in the room with your actual audience. So your target audience is a specific group of customers, most likely who want to buy your offers. They need what you have to offer, okay? This is made up from their psychographics, their demographics, their buying behaviors. Okay, it's the OU. Yes, look, y'all know my favorite saying is your target audience is always going to be a form of you. Either who you used to be, who you are currently, or who you are becoming. And it can be a mixture based on your offer suites or what what products you have. But I'll tell you who your target audience is not. They're not just moms. That's too in general. We're trying to group one big audience together. People are multi-dimensional. They're not just one-dimensional. It's not everybody. And it's not just a feeling. Your target audience has to have multiple traits. That's why it's so important that we understand their psychographics, their demographics, where they're located, what's their age group, how much money do they make, how often do they buy things similar to what you sell. If they're not shopping with you, where are they shopping at? Is your audience buying the Stanley Cup? You have to know these things. Where do they eat out? Where do they eat out on a typical day versus where do they eat out when it's like a special occasion, like birthdays, anniversaries, kids' birthdays. All of those things matter when we're talking about audiences. So if that makes sense, drop me a 1. I'm gonna get into this content. I have about 5 or 6 points that I want to dive into today, and I'm gonna let y'all go because I'm not a fan of being on live all day. Okay. So the first thing is, I want you guys to spend, hey Yasmin, I want you guys to spend more time being committed to your audience. This positions you as the go-to person. So we want to spend time delivering value to this audience. Listen, I made this page now about 12 to 14 days ago. I left a page with about a little over 12,400 followers. Why? Because the page was dead. My ads were blocked. Nobody was really seeing my content. So I used this page as a case study. I built this page to over 3,300 targeted followers in less than 15 days. And I'm giving you a big piece of the game with as far as what I did. Hey, Kenneth. Hey, y'all. So this is the thing. I didn't quit. I posted an average of 7 to 9 posts per day. And I know some of y'all thinking like, God dang, who got that kind of time? I plan my content because I'm literally in my office every day. I'm a mom to 6 kids. I don't have time to, be planning out and freestyling the content. I planned it ahead. For the whole week, I planned it ahead, right? So this is the thing. Don't quit. Stay super consistent because it's hard to get people to buy from you when you have not established trust. Okay, when you have not established a level of the know, like, and trust factor. People don't even have to like you, honestly. If they know and trust you, they will still spend their money to get a transformation or a result. The next thing is once you start gaining the traction, that's not the time to pull back. That's the time to lean into your strategy, who you serve, and ultimately how you serve. Okay, because when we take these social media breaks and our page has gained traction, let me tell you something. This is what the gurus are not telling you. You have to start over with the credibility. When you take that 21 days off, 30 days off, 60 days off, at least show up and schedule out 1 post a day. Have a VA posted for you. You can outsource this and still be showing up, okay? Now, we got that. Dropping number 2. So I'm going to give y'all an example. So let's say, for an example, I have an Airbnb business. So in this business, I'm going to post content that other people are not typically posting. What are people posting about Airbnbs? What do y'all see is the most typical content? They just showing y'all their class. They're showing like a few of the properties. Let me tell y'all what I would post if I had an Airbnb. I'm going to post like the header of my contracts, the signatures. I'm going to post me doing property visits. I'm going to post me creating listings. I'm going to post me decorating the Airbnb. I am going to post, I'm probably going to get a professional photographer, or I'm going to use this iPhone and turn it to the side and have somebody, one of my team members or somebody on Fiverr, edit the photos so they can look really professional. I'm going to give you updates about how many bookings that I have. Okay, I'm going to show the keys. Okay, I'm going to be showing y'all testimonials from the booking site. Think about how much trust that builds if every time you got ready to go on vacation, you can come to my page and see all types of game about the different Airbnbs, the locations, what's surrounding it. Think about hotels. They're not just telling you like, hey, we have a bed and breakfast. Our beds are really comfortable. That's the futures of what they're selling. The benefits is the location. What are they near? That's what they be selling us on at the hotels. Because some people buy based off price, whether it's high or low, based on what type of buyer they are. But other people buy based on what is it near. If I'm going on vacation or I'm going somewhere, I'm going to this place so that I can be near this water park, this resort, Disneyland, wherever you're going. But so it has to make sense. Sell the future of it. If somebody is going to Disneyland and you book outside of the park because it's a little bit cheaper, but you also have maybe a Airbnb, you have a pool, it comes with maybe some additional amenities that the hotels don't have and that other people don't have. Why wouldn't you talk about that? That's how you show up every day for your business. That's how you set yourself apart. I'm not on here saying like, okay, y'all, today post this in my content. I'm dropping straight up gems and value. Gems and value. Because I understand who I serve and how I serve them. And this is another thing. When you're serving an audience, you may serve who you used to be and who you're becoming. That's completely fine. But what I'm saying is pick one person. It's called the POP method. Pick one person, and for that whole week or maybe that month, or as long as you're promoting that one offer, you make content for just that type of person. Just that one type of person. I help establish business owners, people who've been in business for at least 18 months and up, grow their brands. I'm not talking about, you're not going to see me post, here are 25 ideas that you can start for a side hustle. My audience going to scroll right past that because it's not valuable and it's not beneficial. Okay? Y'all picking this up? Y'all picking this up? Now, let's talk about collaborations because I have some of those coming up as well. When you are collaborating with people, you can go live with somebody who, hey Don, you go live with somebody who complements the product or service that you already have. Make sure it's somebody who is complementary to what you offer, and this can probably be used in conjunction with your stuff. If you bake cakes, why wouldn't you go live with a photographer? Why wouldn't you go live with somebody who does weddings? Why wouldn't you go live with somebody who's like an event planner? It has to make sense. Okay, because going live with your business bestie and she do taxes and you sell clothes for dogs, it doesn't make sense to merge your audiences. Understand? Hey, Ashley. Make sense, y'all? So when you go live and you collaborate, you want to educate your audience. It has to be very, very helpful because this helps you get exposure and causes the other person's audience to follow you as well. Okay? That was number 2. So we had number 3. Sorry. Number 1 was, what is the target audience? What do they need? Number 2 is spend time being committed to them. And I gave y'all the steps. Number 3 is how to properly do collaborations to easily grow your audience. Okay. Number 4 is ask for the sale. A lot of times I see people who are like, Mel, I see your content and I'm showing up every day. I'm super consistent, but my leads have dried up. My first question is did you go out there and get the leads? Did you go out there and get the leads? Here's what I mean. A lot of times businesses, especially small businesses on social media, we get leads 2 ways. Referrals and inbound. Meaning that you see my content and you DM me because you want to shop with me. But did I actually do outbound? Did I reach out? Did I follow up? Did I email my list? Did I send out a text message to my list? What did I do to go out and get the sales? Did I nurture people? What did I do? What sales activity? Because sales is an action word. Ashley said, it's my first time, but I thought it made sense. Which part made sense? Okay. I saw your previous comment. I sell jewelry and was asked to collaborate with a bakery company. Unless that jewelry is edible and can go on some cupcakes and some cakes, I would not do that. I would not. So, guys, promote your content, ask for the sale. You have not because you ask not. Y'all gonna get sold to at least once today in my content. Yeah, I'm gonna drop gems. And I always tell people, don't get offended when I drop a payment link because I drop so much value that if you love the free stuff, you're gonna love the paid. You are going to love the paid. So, guys, now, number 5, I believe we're on, is getting feedback about your products and services. If you truly feel like your leads have like dried up, like maybe you getting 5 to 15 sales a month, because if you're getting 0 leads, we need to go back to the drawing board and like make your business marketable again. But if you're getting anywhere between, I say 5 to 15, 20 sales a month, that's a slow season. That's a slow season. So now we need to do some things so that it can pick up. So we need to get your products, your offers into the hands of at least 10 to 15 people, get them wearing it, get them using it, get reviews, get testimonials, run campaigns, because this tremendously helps you out on social media by having social proof and testimonials. Okay? Pair this with call to actions. Easy. Pair it with call to actions so that you can easily start closing more sales. Okay? I'm giving y'all simple steps that you can do today in your business to make money. Simple steps that you can do. Hey, Keontae. Hey, Candace. Thank y'all for tapping in with our Lunch and Learn. Now, number 6 is, if you have a piece of content that performed well in the last 7 days and you have access to advertising, you can retarget those people through lookalike audiences. You can retarget to those people. Now, if you want to be fancy with ads, you can also upload your email list, your text message list. You can upload your list and make a lookalike audience. And Facebook will find 1 to 2 million people, is usually in the green light, who are similar, and you can retarget those people and get more people who are similar to your ideal client avatar. Like, get their eyes on your business. Because let's be honest, business is about visibility. It's about visibility. Not only do we have to make our audience feel seen, heard, and understood, but we also need to be getting new eyes on our business. Because remember, I told y'all that 3% of people are ready to actually purchase when they come across what you sell. 3%. That's not a lot, depending on the number. So again, if you have 100 people in your audience, that's 3 people who are ready to buy today. What piece of content do they need to see that's valuable that will make them purchase? What can you say today that makes them feel seen, heard, and understood? Okay? Because this is the stuff that's helping warm your audience up so that they can actually pull out their debit or credit card and swipe it with you. Because without business, unless you're in a nonprofit, we need sales. Hey, Miss Nina, we need sales. Okay? Now, here's another really quick, easy gem you can do. If you have a website, I need you to go to your Facebook ads account and to Google, and I need you to type in your Pixel Manager. It's going to give you the links. Let me tell y'all something. This is free game. Listen, if you plan on running ads in the future, it don't have to be now, but you can still be collecting data. What you can do is you can go ahead and go put those pixels on the home page of your website. How many of y'all have ever felt like you talked about something, or maybe you clicked on a site, but you didn't buy anything. You didn't even scroll, but you clicked on it. Now you get on Instagram, you get on TikTok, you get on Facebook. It's like it's everywhere, right? It's now popping up. It's the Fed's not listening. Let me tell y'all that now. The Feds are not listening. It's because they had a pixel on their website and they're tracking like what you saw. So now you're going to see different ads that are related to that. That's how you are tracked. Okay? This is how you can now, well, later down the line, you can now run ads to that pixel, okay? And it's going to take that data and go find more people like those ideal people, okay? So, for example, let's say you sell a product and you have, let's say Shopify or Wix, and you have some abandoned carts. You can upload that abandoned cart list to your Facebook ads, and now you can run ads to those people. You can retarget those people. This coming up year, this coming up year, we already here. 2024, we are working smarter, not harder. Imagine if you could get your business in front of, let's say, 700-800 people for $5 a day by retargeting people with the qualities that you already know and understand that your ideal client has. Okay? Drop me some 3s if that makes sense. Okay? Now, if you are building an email or a text message list, I want y'all to start sending out emails at least once or twice per week. If you feeling like, I don't know what to say to these people, I got you. Whatever has worked and whatever you are promoting on social media, that's what you need to be emailing about as well. That is what you need to be emailing about in longer form. Let me tell y'all something. When I say email, I don't mean you need to write a dissertation. I sent the email out that was less than 15 sentences this morning. Very short and to the point, okay? I text my list something very short, less than 2 sentences, okay? It doesn't have to be a long essay unless unless you want it to be, because y'all know my threads on social media are long. But it doesn't have to be like that on your email list. It can be very, very simple for you to get sales. Whatever you are promoting, let me tell you something. You got a TikTok and it's talking about that topic or that product that you're talking about in your content. Why don't you take that video and save it, stick it to your email, and write us a couple of sentences about it, and give us a call to action. Very simple, y'all. Very simple. It's easy. We live in a digital age where people are taking the mask off. They're taking the aesthetic off. Y'all remember when Instagram was like just an aesthetic page? Like it had to look pretty. Everything just had to look a certain way. I am so glad that we are over that. I love the authenticity. I love that people think about the TikToks and the reels that you see go viral. Yeah, some lifestyle stuff is cute, but a lot of the stuff, people dancing in their living room, people cooking in their kitchen. And let me tell you something. I love when people cook in the kitchen. Like y'all saw the little kids with the cutting boards. They kitchen spotless. It's listen, that's not realistic. I got 6 kids. Although it looks good and they got some good recipes, right? That does not have to be your life in order for you to show up. It just doesn't. That's why in my content, I show what's real. I showed me yesterday in my bonnet with my baby on my back because this is how I work. This is how I look when I'm not speaking at public speaking events, when I'm not at networking events, when I'm not on live. This is how it looks when I'm getting things done on the back end. And my DM is blowing up because people are like, oh my gosh, people don't show that. Show what's for real. Show what's authentic because we can take that filter off. And I love that for us. I love that for us, okay? So always remember, if you are looking for content and messaging, refer back to who you serve, how you serve, and look at the problems that they're having. And if you don't know, ask them. Ask them. If you want to know, hey, let's say that I'm going to make what's a popular show right now? A Bad Girls. What is it? Bad Girl? I don't watch it. I don't know. So let's say I'm going to make a reference to that show because I see it a lot on my timeline. I may ask my audience in my stories, would you prefer to watch Raising Kanan or I think it's Bad Girls Club? Whatever it is, something, but I see y'all talk about it a lot. I would ask them, what would they rather watch? And I can turn that into a campaign next month. If they like the Bad Girls Club or whatever, why is that not a marketing campaign if that piece of content in that poll performs well? I want this to make sense because business can be so easy that you'll love it. But instead of getting on Canva and tinkering with another flyer, start showing what's real. Y'all, I literally watch my teenage son run up a bag on live, selling something so simple, going viral over simple things. But these grown folks is in Canva, playing with another flyer, complaining about being a solopreneur. Start outsourcing, start building a team. Let me tell y'all something. As a mom of 6 and a wife, there is no way that I can completely 100% run my business by myself. I don't want to. There's just some things I don't want to do at this point, and I'm not. I write my own content. I send my own emails. But as far as a lot of other things that's going on at the back end of my business that makes a huge difference in me closing, my systems, my processes, I started outsourcing. Anybody who is making money for real is going to tell you that they are not a one-woman show. And if they are, I can promise you they are overwhelmed. I can promise you that. If push comes to shove, and let's say you still work a job, but your business is making at least 10 to 15K a month. Let's say they're making 5K a month because that's still major. A win is a win. Why aren't you outsourcing to a VA? If you saw my post the other day and I said hire connected to the money first, and your sales are 5K per month, 10K per month, you may need an assistant first so that you can scale there. Go get you an assistant from the Philippines. Onlinejobs.ph, Upwork. Go get somebody who can help you schedule your content. Somebody who can do your follow-ups for you. Because while I was working my job 4 years ago, I was coming home, cooking dinner, going to football practice for my kids. Guess what? I had somebody that I was literally paying to help me run my business. Okay? Tia said I was outsourcing and the person I was paying wasn't showing up. I had to start back doing everything. So this is the thing when you start outsourcing. You need systems, processes, and workflows. So what that means is even if you don't have systems in place, because we have to be able to track what they're doing, you have to have a workflow. What a workflow is when you hire is literally like what you do. So what I did when I created workflows is I would get on Zoom and record myself doing stuff. Okay, I'm writing content for, let's say, my email list. I would get on there and start recording when I would log in to my email service, what I would click on. Like, I recorded that process, and then I took it and I put it into words. How often do you need to email? What does that look like? Etc., etc. But make it super simple to follow. My thing is this. My workflows are so simple that I can give it to my teenage kids and they can run my business for me. Because, I mean, they're going to be updated as you grow anyway and as you learn. You know, you'll start updating those types of things. But I just want y'all to understand that those are the types of things that you need, because there's no reason for people to be overwhelmed. There's no reason to be overwhelmed in your business, especially when you're generating some type of revenue. Okay? Yeah, but get y'all a VA, and once you start making money, that's when you go get your bookkeeper and CFO. I always say when you do big hires or payroll, even if you're contracting, I hire the people connected to the money first. A VA is not meant to make me money. They're meant to help me complete tasks. However, my CFO can look at my financial projections and say, hey, you need to make A, B, and C in order to do this, this, and this. Hire the people that are connected to your money first. CFO, business coach, strategist, etc. The VA is typically last on the list unless you are still working a job and being a complete one-woman show. You need somebody to help you execute on the back end of your business. Okay? So, back to my last point, then I'm gonna let y'all go. So I was saying, always remember to look for niche-related problems, and I talked about polling your audience. This way you can position yourself as a solution really easily. So I'm gonna give y'all an example. What I had wrote down was, let's say that I'm a wardrobe stylist. If I was a wardrobe stylist, I would think of where are people going that they need this outfit? It's cold outside, so y'all, where are people going? Like, what's coming up? They outside. It's going to be tax season. So where are they going to be going? And I think of some scenarios and situations, and I would be showing them, like, they're going to a photo shoot. What are some poses they need to do? What is some that they need to wear? What is, like, a must-have that you need to have in your outfit? What's some everyday wear? I would show people how to dress stuff up, how to dress it down, how to accessorize. Those are things that I would be doing, but I would paint a picture with my content that leads to the offers. Because either one or two things are happening in a lot of businesses. Either people are marketing and never asking for the sale, or they're asking for the sale all day and not telling people why they need it or how the solution looks. Usually it's one of the two. So if your leads are dried up, and when I say leads are dried up, I mean you're getting anywhere between 5 to 20-ish sales a month, we need to up that number. We need to up that number so that we can start closing sales on a consistent basis, okay? So, if you are watching this and you like, girl, help me, okay? You can slide right on into my DM, or I don't even think my comment pinned, but my website is also pinned in here. Is hypemarketinghouse.com. My coaching application is more of a questionnaire because I need to know about your business. I don't want to hop on a 20-minute call and I haven't been able to assess and look at your website beforehand. So listen, y'all can go to my website. Brand new offers have been on there. Brand new website. It just dropped and my tech team finished it yesterday. So listen, hey Jaleesa. So listen, slide in my DM. Or you can go to my website, fill out the coaching application. Right when you fill it out, right when you finish, you get access to my calendar to get on a call for a sales consultation. Okay? So if you felt like this was helpful, drop me an emoji in the comments. Drop me an emoji in the comments. Y'all, I will tell y'all this because I have so many new followers since I've started this new page, and I will tell y'all this. I typically go live every Wednesday around 12 Central Time. I'm on Central Time Zone. I'm in Texas, but I like to do lunch and learns on Wednesdays. Sometimes I will do a breakfast broadcast when my schedule permits. Like if I get out my kids off, to school early enough, I'll do a breakfast broadcast where we just talk about business and gems. And I do have some things coming up. So y'all, listen, I'm gonna do a broadcast where I just talk to y'all. Like y'all will be able to get on live with me during my live. And we just gonna be talking about business, how your business is going, exposing you, to a new audience, things that you need. So listen, I'm giving my clients the opportunity to do it first. After that, after we get everyone who wants to do it out the way, I will start allowing people in my audience to do it. So listen, let's see, since I'm a full-time entrepreneur, I will be tuning in every Wednesday. Yay! Yes! Full-time entrepreneur come through. Yes, we are goals. I love that for you. So y'all, thank y'all so much for spending a block with me today. I always have a ton of strategies and live topics that I go live about. So slide in my DM if you need help, and hashtag replay if you are watching a replay. But I will talk to y'all soon. Bye, y'all.